pre-training principle. So, what is pre-training principle? It says people learn more deeply from a multimedia message when they know the names and the characteristics of the main concepts. The pre-training principle is based on the idea that information about the key terms, like before I explained, the main concepts, the characteristics and the main concepts that help learners to understand what's going on, what will happen. The pre-training is about this. If multimedia presentation is going fast or the presentation going too fast, like the presenter talking fast and skipping the presentation fast, so it can be learners don't understand what's going on, not have enough cognitive capacity to process what's going on. The process information and material while going too fast. This can be create an essential overload on the learners, because it can be hard to follow what's going on without knowing the main idea of the presentation. To overcome this, the learners have to get pre-knowledge about the presentation or what's going on about the multimedia presentation. This will be lower that essential overload on the learners. For example, we can see two volcanoes. Think about this as an animation. At the before erupt, there's only volcano is going to erupt but not exploding. At the second picture, there's a volcano is erupting. Think about it as animation. When you show that people and talk about that, teaching how the volcanoes erupt, you have to say like the lava from some criteria coming from the tubes to surface and explode. That will create smoke, clouds, and exploding stones from the lava. So this can create overload on learners because they don't know what criteria for it comes lava, or what is the tube inside the lava. People don't know that. At the second example this is the much correct example it's about the pre-training example. At the first picture, the learners can see magma criteria, layers, what is the tubes, vents, and what is the exploding crater, clouds. So also I think this is about the animation, so I couldn't find the animation about this, but think about that when you click the magma chamber, someone animation opens and explain what's going on over there. So after showing first picture, you can go and show the second picture, like here, before and after. You can show the lava erupt and teach the learners more effectively, because when you talk about now, the learners know what is magma chamber or what is vents, what's crater, layers. People are aware of this, so it can be easier to understand and overcome this cognitive load on learners. As I explain what's going on. As I said, like the break example on the research paper that we read from the weekly homework, it's about the same idea that show how break works. Like there's a one picture showing the break without explaining what is the pistons or how the system works. But at the second example, people know what is pistons, what does it do, how to stop the tires, just like that. Oh, there's a picture of this, how brake works. Like this is the correct answer from the paper. So it says there's also, think about this animation, click on the blue text for description. So when you click, it will explain what's brake metal, drum or shoe, or what is piston or fluid. In the research on the pre-training principle, the pre-training group, all three of them, were more successful than no pre-training group about how break works. So as you can see, the people tried this on, and the pre-training is more effectively learn more effectively when pre-training is done. And there is also one more example about the geology game, and it's also effective on the pre-training group because learners know what is going on. And it says on the boundary condition, it says from the test groups, the pre-training being effective when the learners are inexperienced or materially complex or multimedia presentation transferring at high speed, like I explained at first. If presentation is going at 5 speed, like presenter is talking too fast or skipping the present fast, this will be very effective. So it can be overwhelming when the lesson containing an explanation about how something works, like break example, to avoid cognitive load. To summarize, this principle predicts that the pre-training in the names and characteristics of key concepts will result better for learning. So the pre-training is have to be done on the complex presentations to avoid the cognitive load and increase the effectivity of learning.